How's everybody doing? Can everybody hear me okay? I'm gonna give, there's people still signing in, so let's give it about 3 minutes. We'll get started. I think you're gonna enjoy this presentation. At least I think you will. So what do you want to give it? 3 minutes, Jonathan? We'll get started. Oh, we got a lot of slides there, Bill. A lot of slides. Do me a favor. Type in, if you made the trade, you're in my options on the go, made that last Apple trade we did. I say Denise is on a scholarship. Way to go. Way to go, Karen. Way to go, Sam, Linda. You know, the biggest mistake people can make, in my opinion, when I start a new program like that, is not joining. And when I tell you you ought to talk to Barbara at DTI Trader or Andraka, they know how to work with you to make sure it works out for you. But I mean, I've been working on it for a while and I wanted to take advantage of it. And now everybody's on scholarship. So that makes me feel good. Okay. Uh, we'll get started in a minute and 16 seconds. How many of you, let me ask the question, would like to really take your trading to a more consistent and better use of your funds? How many people would like that? Okay, I'll talk about that a little bit in this presentation. So it's a great question because a lot of people don't think about it the way I think. Hey, Sylvan, how's that happy wife of yours? She was one happy person. One happy person. Way to go, Deb. That's a nice thing to say. All right, let's get started. It's time. I've got an agenda. I'm gonna run this. Has anybody ever been with me on a Friday wrap up? Friday wrap up. I'm gonna run this just like Friday wrap up because I've got a couple trades I'm gonna put on before the end of the day. And so I'll get through the slides. We'll take a break depending on when I get through the slides and uh, come back to finish out the day. Okay. So I'm gonna run it along those lines, okay? And uh, and I'll record the nights, Lisa. Anybody that's got a Bible study, you can expect to get a recording. All right, let's get started. A former Air Force officer, it taught me to think tactically and strategically. You get that with me. I think that anybody who went through the training I did thinks that way, and it definitely pays off, doesn't it? I mean, when you think both strategically and tactically. I'm an active trader. You know I am. I've been doing it for a lot of years. I learned from what I call the school of hard knocks. Former member of the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. I believe everybody ought to learn about futures. That's what I use to find out my trades over on the stock market. So education on futures, anytime that you can learn about that, you should. I have 3 books: Winning the Day Trading Game, The Markets Never Sleep, and Trade to Win. In fact, I went to order went into day trading game. I wanted to give it to a friend of mine for his birthday. It was only one left on Amazon. And I sold that book when it first came out for about $25. I've seen it go for $1.50, $150. I bought mine, I think, for $45. I haven't checked recently. It fluctuates, so I just got to tell you, it does fluctuate, okay? But that book's a great book. It gives you a foundation and really help you. Now, there's risk involved in trading. All individuals affiliated with us assume no responsibility for your trade. That's up to you. You control your mouse. Information for futures and trading observation are obtained from sources believed to be reliable. You have to do your due diligence. You got to check the completeness and accuracy. Now, past performance is not indicative. Here's some trades that we closed out this week. Who made this trade? Tell me if you made this trade. This was in, was this in T-Buzz? What this one was in? I guess T-Buzz All-Stars. Yep. That was a heck of a trade. Okay. Here's another trade that we did. This was done last week. We made 24% return on this one on Friday. I don't know about you. I like to be ahead of the Wall Street Journal. Okay. Way to go, Dave. XSP. How about this one? This one went down. This is my 25-cent program. This one went down to 3 cents and we made 22% on it today. That's pretty good, don't you think? To be able to do that. That's just a sampling of what we do, okay? By the way, on the break, I will be sending the 25-cent traders a trade on the break. I'll be sending the TNT traders a trade on the break. TNT will get one, okay? And I already put one out. Jonathan, what program we put the one out that they made the options on the go? Okay, perfect. Those will go out the day before the close. All right. Tomorrow we open up the weekend side hustle and a couple more tomorrow. But anyway, before the close, I'll be doing this. All right, I'm in no hurry. NVIDIA, go back to NVIDIA real quick. Okay. NVIDIA, pretty consistent, isn't it? Put 1,000 up, make 200 or so. That adds up, doesn't it? Pays for those groceries. All right. Very pleased with that. Very pleased. Now, I'm in no hurry to get out of NVIDIA. I'm no hurry. I think NVIDIA is going to, I'll explain it when we go to a live market. Why? I think that we had a split and we've taken some profits off the table with other NVIDIA trades, but the ones that really, multiplied our potential is going to teach you a lot. Okay. So really pretty happy about that. There's option on the go. Told you, I told you when you went to the grocery store, you wouldn't be paying retail for groceries. Okay. Now, this is important. If you want to learn, doesn't cost you a thing. Go to this website, youtube.com/@TBuzzTNT. If you go to that website, you will find a great set of videos to watch and learn about. And the last one I published was on Apple, of all things. Can you believe that? Apple. So if you're not a member of YouTube, go there, okay? Go to YouTube. Carrie says eating high on the hog tonight on DTI. Yeah, the new video was great. Anyway, Henry, how many people have we subscribed now total? How many's in there? Got 794. We started with 0. Y'all make my day. If you're not a member, go join where I can get over 800. I'd love to say I'm over 800 before I get to the night. Okay. Anyway, there it is. It's there for your take. I hope you take me up on it. Every week I try to put out 2 videos, okay? 2 videos. Yep, nice return there on options on the go. When you go to grocery store, think about yours truly. Told you I'd fight this inflation. All right. Now, you click after you subscribe, click the bell. And when I go live and invite you, like today, I invited everybody, okay? Jonathan's got YouTube in the background. And so YouTube people are getting to see what we do, okay? So, it's just something that we're doing. And I'm going to incorporate it more and more as I go further. All right, this strategy right here is a simple strategy, isn't it? Huh? Simple strategy. It's one that helps you map out. If I was new to options, I'd print this slide off and I'd keep it right there. And every time you got a trade from me, I'd plug it in and figure out how you're going to make money. Okay? That's what I would do. Okay? That's how that works. Make the docs link active in the chat. I don't know how to do that. Maybe Eddie. I don't know. Jonathan might can address that. Can you address that, Jonathan, what he's talking about? You got to unmute, Jonathan. You got to unmute.
I posted the slide twice now, Eddie. It's in the chat.
There you go. Perfect. All right, we have a customer service here at DTI. You go to dtitrader.com/help. For example, if I tell you, hey, you ought to go do something and you forget what it is, go to the customer service every day from 10 to 1. People rave about the people we got in there. They'll help you. They'll get all the angst out of trading. It'll make you feel good. Okay? Make you feel good. Customer service. Write that down and keep it on the computer. Okay? Now, why is it important to be a YouTube subscriber? The more people I see join my YouTube, I'm going to create more and more videos for you when I get motivated. When I see it grow each week, I go, I need to go do the work. It's a lot of work. I have to drive 20 miles. Round trip, 20 miles to make those videos, but I'm willing to do it. So you got to spread the word. Well, y'all spread the word to your friends and tell them the best education in the world is free. It's kept right there on YouTube. Okay? Do that for me, will you? You mind doing that? Let's grow that sucker. Let's get over 1,000. Let's get over 1,000. That's why it's important. Pay in the pipe. In my opinion, if you do your due diligence, you're going to find out the following thing. Here's what it is. You can erase a lot of sins if you learn that trading is an art. Let me teach you to draw. I know how to teach you if you will listen and you will learn. And all you have to do is talk to people who's been with you a long time, okay? People often ask me how I find market opportunities and constantly stay ahead of Wall Street. Here's how I did it. I developed with my team tools that make it easy to see, okay? To make it easy to see. And I've got a process I go through. I've been watching Apple for over a month. When it set up, I acted, and now I'm living where they serve steaks, okay? That's how I do it with the tools. At DTI, we have the roadmap software. Who has the roadmap software? Tell me if you got the roadmap software. If you got the roadmap software. You're going to love what I'm going to do with the roadmap software if you got it, okay? You're going to love it. I'll get into that in a second. Who has MTI by DTI? MTI by DTI. You're going to love it, okay? LC, get it installed. I ain't doing you anything being on the shelf, okay? Let us know. Go to that customer service, Steve, and tell them you're having issues to help you, okay? Now, I use the DTI method. It's a simple approach, but have you noticed how good my market timing is? How many people knows how good I am with market timing? I don't want to be cocky, but I'm confident. People, I'll say, give me a rating, 0 to 10. What would you say? If I said, give me a rating, 0 to 10. No, I always get 10 or higher, okay? I've spent my career being a market timer when Wall Street said you couldn't do it. I've studied and practiced the ability to watch the tape. The tape is the market. I'm watching the tape right now to find out my next opportunity. Okay? It's not complicated, but I'm watching the tape. Okay? That's what I'm doing. Yeah, Alan, Jonathan, post that link for YouTube in there for Alan where he'll join. Now, here's a book that I've been recommending for years. Anybody ever read this book? The World's Greatest Stock Trader by Richard Smitten. Anybody ever read that book? I would encourage you to get this book, okay? And read it. Ask me questions. I read this book at least once a year. A friend of mine, he's dead now. He came to my class in Mobile. We became natural friends. He wrote this book. He was quite the Renaissance guy. I love Richard, but this book is fantastic. You ought to get it. I couldn't put it down the first time I read it. Totally. I think you can probably find it on Amazon. I don't know, but you ought to read it. That's the other thing. If I tell you to read a book, I'm not sending you down some road. I'm telling you where something's going to help you become a better trader. You ought to read it. Now let's look at Apple as a case study to show you the power of the process, how I knew to be long, and why everyone who took the trade has a smile from ear to ear. Listen and learn. Connecting the dots. Where did Apple open the year? 187. We were below the yearly open for most of the first 5 months. I kept everybody out. The monthly open was 192.90, higher than the yearly open. I said, hey, we're getting ready to dance. We opened the week at 196.90. We started trading higher than that. That was the high for the last 5 days. I started taking action. That's when I started putting on option spreads. Okay? Well, what happened after I did that? Look at that. That's getting, when you hear me say it, I get the Wall Street Journal 3 days early. There's a classic case of documentation that I can show you how to do this, okay? With the right tools, but you got to have the right tools. There it is. Pretty cool stuff. Look at Monday. Always tell you to watch on Monday. There it is, right there in living color. You can't miss that, can you? Okay. That gave us an early indication Apple was ready to break out and go supersonic to new highs. Once it got above 200, did you hear me say the next stop was 220? Mike, if you want to talk to me, put your name and email in there, and I'll call you. Just put your name and email, I'll call you. The beautiful thing about DTI with these tools, the proper training that I can give you and hard work, you can do it too. This is where it's not complicated. It's not complicated, but you got to learn from somebody who knows how to use it. I think I want to be confident about this. I can teach you. There's no wizard behind the screen. No wizard behind the screen. Put your phone number, email, nobody else will see it, Mike. I'm waiting to write it down. I'll call you. No wizard behind the screen. You live in Chicago? No, used to. Okay. Where you live now? All right, let's look at MTI. I'll be talking about it later on tonight, but let's focus on Apple. Look at MTI. Notice I said have patience and educate yourself. Do you think if I taught you and you had this tool at your hand, you would have known to go long Apple? If you learned the rules of MTI, they're simple rules. How many people looking at this would have came away with what I did? Hey, it's time to go long Apple. How many people? And if you look up there at 197.30, John, can you circle that? That 197.30 on the daily, right there was that's when I started getting long. Jim, he always reports his gains. Jim says, we'll get you there. We'll get you there. MTI by DTI, right there. How could you not be long with that tool? All right, that's a picture. We're going to go live in a little bit. I started DTI to teach you how to play this high-risk game of trading. It was so frustrating to me over the years when I was trying to learn to be a trader. They told me to look at these charts and look at these patterns on charts and all that, but that was always after everything happened. Anybody ever said, show you a chart? Look at that. Look at that. I'm talking about learning how to see the charts form in your mind. That's what I'm talking about. DTI method will teach you to trade whether you're a short-term trader, swing trader, long-term trader on options, stocks, or futures. Notice I put futures there because I can teach you that too. Okay? How many of you would like to learn futures? You got a chance. I got one class this year. We only take 10 people. How many people think that they need to have a foundational course to teach you exactly how to do things at the right time? Okay? How many people, if I would take my time and spend a couple days with you, okay? How many people would go, wow, I'm going to do that training? These are in-person times. I will accept 10 people in there. We got the first class. I think we got 5 slots left there. Okay. So if you get here in August, get here and make money while everybody else is waiting to come to December. Okay. Those that act will get those 5 slots. Okay. Jeffrey Andrak is here to help also. I didn't know he was here. Okay. Barbara's here. Everybody got the routine. If you want one of those slots in that August 7th, 8th, please let it know. I want to know it's filled up because I've got the room reserved. I'm ready to go. Okay. October 14th and 15th, I've got 6 slots available for futures. If you're interested in futures, you have to talk to Andraka or you have to talk to Kelly to get one of those slots. You can't, you just got to do it. Okay. I have a class for people that are just starting to get things. It's called an intermediate class on October 21st and 22nd. Small class, 10 people in that class. And then I'll come back around and have a brand new class kicking off December on December 2nd and 3rd. All class sizes are limited to 10, and these are designed to help you get started and be where you need to be as you go forward in the market. I'm doing this because I know I can help you in that 10-person class, okay? So go to dtitrader.com/in-person events or contact Kelly Barber at dtitrader.com or Andraka@dtitrader.com. They will help you. Take those slots. I'll be looking to see who can act, and I'll be looking to see who's just talking, okay? It will not be online, Doug. Sorry. It's in Ponte Vedra, Florida, south of Jacksonville. Okay? Jeff, call Andraka at DTI Trader. He'll explain it to you, okay? By the way, if you join the futures class, you don't have to wait to October. I am starting online training to get you prepared for that class. That starts the last week of June, okay? I'll do it once a week, online training. I'm going to teach you some trades you can pay back yourself before you get there. That's my goal, okay? All sizes are limited to 10 students. This is a turning point for DTI. I'm going back to the way we started. I decided after my Sawgrass event, I had 14 people in there that shouldn't be trading until they go to my class. And I said, I'm going to do it. I'm laying it out there, and it's up to them and you to take me up on it, because I really saw a real need for doing this. And I decided I'll do it. I'll take those 2 days and do it. And besides that, we're going to have some fun, do it, and make a little money maybe, huh? Thanks, Leah. That's awful nice. You ought to post what Leah just said. That's very nice. Leah, how long you been with me? Okay. 10 years. That tells you something right there, doesn't it? She knows what she's talking about. Okay. All right, this is a tool inside the roadmap. I'm going to teach you something. Does everybody see Apple at 219? It went to the high today of 220. Does everybody see that? 220, that resistance. Everybody see it? Coming into the day, that was a targeted high, okay? Using this tool, we went right to it. The high today was 220. That's what I'm talking about. The tools we have put us ahead of the rest. That's pretty amazing to call the exact top of where it is, okay? Now, the update tonight, and I'll get some new readings, but it got us through the day pretty good, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say that got us through the day pretty good? Take a mental picture of that and say, I better learn this roadmap, okay? I knew all day long that was a target. Went right to it. I told Jonathan, watch this. We got room. Let's make it. We did. All right. Let's go live. All right. I'm going to put out some trades right now. I'm going to put out some trades. Jonathan, I'm going to do 2 trades. So let's come back at 3:40. Let's take a 10-minute break. Kerry just said, if he's willing to sit down and teach you, you better listen. These classes are exactly what they say. We're going to get you prepared to have some big days, okay? All right, so let me call Jonathan and give him the trades I got in mind, okay? Hey, Bob, I'm gonna have a new Weekend Profits Club tomorrow in conjunction with the one we already have, okay? All right, folks, he's in the process of getting that out there. And I'm gonna show everybody what I look for here after a day like today. I'm gonna go through some of the stocks that we like and know and love, okay? And I think that we're gonna have a big day tomorrow. By the way, listen tonight. You might get an invitation to Making Money with Tom in the morning at 10. Anybody would like that? Listen tonight. That has a good sound to it, doesn't it? The art of making money. Listen to the recording, Sue. It's a good time to do it, as you're going down the highway. Roger, did you take any of those trades I put out there? Roger, did you get the trade I did for TNT? Are you signed into the are you signed into the Telegram channel? He should have put it in there. Let me check and see. John, have you put a trade tab in TNT for everybody? Yeah, you got to use a limit order. Okay.
Great tabs there.
Roger, can you see it? I want to make sure Roger can see it in the TNT. Jim, you got 91 cents. Make sure you got the right strike prices. You got to use limit orders, right? I'm waiting for Roger to tell me he sees it in TNT. Todd, you see it in TNT? Thank you. Use a limit order, though. Use a limit order. You got to use a limit order. You'll get filled. It's open to 4:15. $84, okay. Jonathan, you done?
We're ready.
Huh?
Roadmap. Should be seeing my roadmap now. Back live.
I'm looking for it. Hey, Roger, do me a favor. Type your phone number there. I'm going to send you something. Nobody else will see it. All right, let's go to the market and finish it up, okay? Uh, Jonathan, put a line at today's high. You got some time. You got 25 minutes, dude. Just take your time. Lower it by a penny until you get filled. Okay, way to go, Skip. Okay. All right, draw a line, if you will, at the RBZ, which is 54.23. It's for another program. I already paid you on options on the go, Linda. Okay. Do you see that line right there? Does everybody see that line at the bottom? Jonathan, what's the midpoint of those two numbers?
54, 54 high, 54, 24, reference bar open. That's 30 points. Add 15 to 24, 54, 39 is your midpoint. If I'm doing my math right. Which, by the way, should be right around the pivot when the Fed announced their decision today.
The symbol on I use Thinkorswim, Carol. I don't know what it is on Charles Schwab. Call and they'll help you. Okay. All right, that's on E-mini. All right, let's put Apple in there. Let me diagram that one for everybody. Yeah, I think that's where I got in. Okay, draw a line at the high. Draw a line at 217. And draw one at 207. 207. Okay. The high and low is 20 to 07. About 13, Jonathan, is your pivot number. Okay, where are we trading? Right there.
Yeah, that's
okay. That's Apple.
I'm missing some data, but those are the key lines.
Let's look at NVIDIA next. Okay, draw a line at the high.
127.
All right, draw a line at 25.55. About where we're trading, and draw one at 23.11. That's NVIDIA going into tomorrow, folks, right there. 25.55. Write that number down. That'll help you. All right, let me give you just a general view. Market is correcting because they have a big announcement tomorrow at PPI. I placed a trade in TNT, an iron condor in there. The Apple trade I placed on options on go. We already hit our target, made our money there. And then I placed a trade on the 25-cent trader. That's enough. All right, Jonathan, can you bring up MTI real quick? MTI?
Right. Look at Apple.
I can't hear you.
How about we look at Apple?
There's Apple. Notice Apple is correcting a little bit here, but it's still bullish. That's the way I read it, okay? Now, let's go, if you will, Jonathan, and put the E-mini in there. Put the E-mini. All right, that looks good to me. It's still bullish, okay? Put the NASDAQ futures in there. Hey, did everybody notice how that QQQ trade that I was down 16, 17 cents on, I used a spread to get out of it. And I get to use that money for my next trade. Y'all notice what I did there? That's what a professional does, what I did. I thought that was pretty cool to be able to do that. Okay. NASDAQ's bullish. I'm actually long the NASDAQ futures. QQQ, put it in there. QQQ. Okay. Let me look across the board here. Any questions before I wrap it up? Any questions? Anybody need any help before I wrap it up? Jeff, contact Barber at DTI Trader or contact Andraka at DTI Trader. Good as snuff. Carrie, let me ask you a question. Carrie, you sat with me one-on-one, right? You saw me trade, right? I wasn't talking about trading, was I? Copy what Kerry said, just where you know. I don't like to talk about it, but there you go. He just said it. All right, folks, thank you. Let's go at it. Let's go at it again tomorrow. Be there tonight at 8. I got some more stuff. And hey, Roger, I'm gonna call you right now. Dial on your phone. Thanks, Jonathan. Great job.
Thanks, Tom.
Get signed up for those classes before they're gone.